Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Shivangi from Team Skolaro. It's not a surprise, therefore, that many leaders and classroom teachers, both new and experienced, face burnout at some point in their career. But what is burnout and how it can be avoided? Most of us get stressed at work at some point of time. Burnout occurs as a result of sustained stress that never subsides. This is due to prolonged periods of intensity and excessive demands on energy, strength, and resources. Now, the question arises that how burnout can be avoided. What we do need is an understanding of the signs of burnout and the proactive measures that can be put in place to avoid it. We need to look after ourselves and those we work with. Burnout is considered to have a wide range of symptoms. However, three main signs of the condition are: number one, exhaustion. For teachers, this may include both emotional and physical exhaustion. Evidence of this may be frustration and irritability, mood swings, impaired concentration, chronic fatigue, insomnia, as well as physical symptoms such as increased illness, headaches, and dizziness. Number two, detachment from the job. For teachers, this may develop through cynicism and pessimism towards teaching, students, colleagues, or the school itself. The person with burnout may prefer to avoid contact and involvement with others and experience a loss of enjoyment from the things that once brought pleasure to him. And number three, reduced performance. For teachers, this may develop through negative feelings, lack of productivity, and poor performance. Evidence of this may be feeling of hopelessness, low self-confidence, increased irritability, and increased time spent completing the regular task. Here are some tips to avoid burnout. Number one, be aware of your emotions, stress levels, and health. Ensure you make time to check in with yourself. Strategies such as mindfulness, meditation, and journaling can be helpful, as can talking to others or even yourself. Number two, take charge of your well being. As teachers and educators, we must remember that we are only human. There is only so much we can do in the time we have. We need to balance both our work and our own lives, whilst also fitting in rest and relaxation. Every one of us will have a different version of what it means to have a good well being and a happy work life balance. Yet, far too often we put our students before ourselves. Putting yourself before work is not wrong, as the old saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup. But if you are to look after and provide the best education for your students, you have to spend time refueling and looking after your health and well being too. Take time doing the things you enjoy, spend time with family and friends, get outside, enjoy the world, plan your holidays and weekends in advance, and you are not tempted to just work. Give yourself a break as well. Tip number three, accept that sometimes you just have to say no. It is okay to say you can't do something, whether it's due to limited time or an already huge to do list or limited impact it will have on the students' outcomes. Sometimes you just have to say, sorry, I can't do that. Learning to say no to myself and to others has been quite the learning curve. I found it hard at times. However, learning to say no has been essential for your own health, well being, and even sanity at times. When you want the best of those around you, it can be hard to say no to things, but consider the impact, the time, and your well being at the priority before anyone else. Number four, take mental health days. If you feel like you might be reaching a point of burnout, perhaps you are exhausted, emotional, and easily agitated, take a day or two to recoup yourself. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Whether it's a school day that you take off sick, or a weekend or a school holiday, take the time to relax and recover when you need to. It can be tempting to pack weekends with the activities to keep yourself entertained so you don't just work through them. It can be tempting to go to work even when you haven't slept well and you can feel your eyes closing. It can be tempting to want to spend time entertaining families or friends, but sometimes you just need to take out time for your own self and take that break. You need to stop, rest, and relax and make sure you do it. So I hope these tips are useful for you and make sure you start implementing them from now onwards to avoid reaching burnout. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in my next video.